Okay, we're gonna continue where we left off the other night. We're playing the Mech Mage, my take on a Mech Mage with a Summoner, Spiteful Summoner. Now we're gonna go to the Shadow Reaper 4000 deck I came up with. I used to play the Mech Mage a long time ago before Standard and all that, and it was pretty cool. So what we're going to do is I took out Anduin and I put in 2 Gs, but I think 1 Gs is enough. Gs tends to be removed really easy, so you don't get a lot of value out of them. So let's see how it goes with that. Also, I think Anduin's kind of necessary because there were several games before when I used to test this deck where the DK would really come in handy for removal. Like this deck, if you fall behind, if you don't have board, you're not going to be able to handle any threatening minions late in the game. Hopefully it won't go late, but you never know. Of course, obviously Anduin has a lot of anti-synergy with my deck, right? It could kill the foe. It could kill the upgraded repair bots, etc., etc. But it's really important, I think, to get it for late game and potential. And plus, it's also a healing, and also, more importantly, it is damage from the hero power, so we'll see how it goes. And hopefully we'll be doing really good tonight. The mech went 3-1, so that was a really good record before I stopped playing. So let's see how we do. Let's go ahead and go. And this weekend I plan on streaming a lot, so hopefully we will get some good stuff. So let's go ahead and queue. Alright, so hopefully the queue's not going to be too bad tonight.
Tyrande versus Medivh. Let the games begin.
Alright, we have a mage. So, this is actually perfect. You keep your, obviously, clerics. If Shadow Ascendant itself can win games. Alright. Most likely the cleric will be removed, but we're still going to play it. Also, another consideration, obviously, is Clogmaster. It's a given. Shadow Word Pain, if you have, like, the cleric with coin, is a really good keep. Alright, well, what we're going to do is, should we coin that out?
Right away.
Obviously do that. We're going to do this just to protect our minion. That way he can't use a Frostbolt on either one with killing it. Of course, he could. He doesn't have coins, so you can't Frostbolt and Pain. And we'll see what our okay. My opponent might be a Reno deck, so that's going to be kind of tough. At the same time, it's not too bad because this deck tends to get pretty aggressive pretty fast. Alright, so we're going to obviously take the trade. Heal up. Should we be greedy with that? And we'll wait. This is getting buffed up pretty good. He's going to have to use a fireball on it. Alright, that's okay. We only place that for tempo. Interesting. Alright, so we don't have any mechs down, unfortunately. So what we're going to do is this. We're obviously going to trade. Get some good healing. Get a little bit of burst. Wow, we're getting a lot of healing, so... look at that cleric. Cleric's getting insane. Ooh, interesting. We do have mech, so we could upgrade the mech with this, and we're probably going to do that. We're not going to play that real quick. We have a lot in our hands. We're going to do this. Unfortunately, we don't heal. He's going to obviously trade into that, so that's kind of bad.
Right away.
This goes face. This goes face. And we'll trade. So this gets a lot of it. And as you can see, what's the point of this deck is just build up minions, build up a lot of tempo. You buff your minions, the heal bots protects your mechs, etc., etc. It looks like we might have to cut G's, but this match, we've gotten pretty much the dream.
Interesting.
Alright, my opponent is in deep thought. I wonder what this deck is. Oh, not deck, so it's Inzoth deck, so that's why I put the Shadow Reaver, because Shadow Reaver... Okay, wow. See, I'll tell you, man. He uses that on a 4, and he's still behind. The Shadow Ascendant can just win you games. Okay, we're really going to need to do this. Even though we float mana, we don't need any resources right now. And we're just going to put some more pressure. How should we do it? Here? Let's get the Cleric out of Fireball range.
Right away.
We're all, oh shit, we're almost one off lethal for you. Ooh, if I would have known that, I could have healed to get lethal, but oh well. This, we're going to probably put... we'll wait. I was going to say we could protect this, but I think he's at the point where I don't anticipate my opponent coming back. I think I missed lethal in a way. No, I wouldn't have had enough to... Because the buff, and then wouldn't have enough mana anyway. So healing this, or any of the characters, will do being one ping, that alone will pop the ice block. He probably has Reno. I'm anticipating that, so that means we're going to have to do this all over again. Alright, alright, alright. So what we're going to do is, we don't need card draw. We're just going to pop them.
Beatings available.
Alright, so we do have a lot on board. We're going to buff up. We'll buff him up so we have something in case he's able to some way clear this board. Or even make a comeback, which will be probably difficult. Reno? Yeah, Reno. I told you. But he's still far behind. The only thing is we have to kill this. Reason being is he can bounce it back. Otherwise, everything else would go face. Alright, so let's see what we have. We have a lot of resources in hand. We need to deal with this just in case. The rest goes face. We really don't need resources. Well, we're going to do this. I guess, another one of those. Man, we have so much in hand. This is ridiculous. I guess we could do this. I'm just going to flood out stuff because, well, hold on. What? We're fine. We're fine. Oh. Well, we're definitely putting this down. Alright, I know it's overkill, but we have a lot in our hand. Card draw was not an issue this game. Oh. That obviously is going to kill a lot of stuff. So let's see if we can. We're going to lose almost everything, so... Let's do this just to see if it'll hit him. It does. Okay, good. So we can do... Let's see. What can we do to keep stuff alive? We could actually keep him alive. We lose some of our board, that's fine. Or should have done a little bit different. Oh. GG. Man, look at my hand, man. That was just insane how much card draw I have. That's like we're gonna get rid of the G's. Alright, let's keep going. Yeah, let's hope we keep going. This deck's actually done pretty good for me. Alright, Warlock's going to be very, very tough. I don't know. He probably is going to win. It's hard to, especially if he's aggressive, we might have a chance. Okay, this is a good opener. We have the Cogmaster, we have the Warper, we have stuff for any kind of nastiness, and plus we have a coin. My opponent still hasn't done his mulligan. Alright. Alright, so obviously we're going to do this. He's probably going to be like, what the hell? Alright, so he does that. We're going to do this. Get it on board. He'll probably be able to deal with it, but that's fine. We're going to chill. We could coin out something next turn, but hopefully he'll do something we get some value out of the Scorpio. Scorpomatic. Very slow turn from my opponent. Hellfire's a thing, so we're going to have to be a little bit careful with flooding the board. We're going to, I know we could get this down to be a lot of tempo, but he's just probably going to clear the board, so we're going to chill. This could be a Giant's, oh, that's bad. Oh, wow. Alright, so we're gonna have to see about that. We could. We're not gonna trade. We're ahead. We're just gonna give him a bunch of stuff to kill. We're gonna put this down. That's good. In case that protects. I have no idea how we're going to beat this guy, though. He's down to real low health, but... Alright, so he gets rid of the mech. Interesting. Well, I guess that's kind of a smart move. Unfortunately, we do not have a way to put him down. Well, I mean, we could put him down for tempo and not go for value, and I think that's... I know I'm not going to get value out of it, but we have able to do this. It puts a big threat on board. Yeah, I know I don't get the buff, but it's better, I think. He's at 11 health, but he could be... Ooh, that's really bad. So we're going to have to flood the board here. Alright, Annoyatron's excellent. We're going to do this. This. Face is the place. We're very close to lethal. Unfortunately, we don't have any way to push for it. We're going to flood because the chances of Sylvanas getting it... We're going to chill now. We have lethal. If he has Reno, that's cool. Sylvanas is not going to be... Well, the Divine Shield's going to be issued. It's still going to be a taunt. If he could pop the... Oh, wow. Siphon Soul. Alright, that's good. And we have lethal. Well played, well played. I don't know what kind of deck that was. It probably was an Inzoth, I'm assuming. So we're doing really good. We're doing really good. Grinding some ranks. We're really going to probably grind this weekend, though. During the week, I can only stream for like an hour and a half tops. It depends. So, looks like we're getting no value out of G's. We're going to keep them there for now. If games continue going really well, we could adjust it. Probably take him out for another threat. I don't know. We'll see. What's good about this deck is that opponents have a hard time dealing with it. It keeps flooding. It has no spell removals, so no death, no pain, but it does have one copy of Chosen just to buff in case you need to do some trading. A warrior. I don't know what kind. It's probably a control warrior. Could be pirate. Pirates. Could be interesting.
Give me strength.
Alright, so we're definitely not keeping that. Tempted to keep this, but since we have nothing to complement it, we're going to get rid of it. A lot of times you do want to keep it, but you would have to... Okay. Well, it's not the best start. We don't have coin, unfortunately. If otherwise, we could coin out the Noyatron to get value on turn 2 for the Sadosh Ascendant, but we don't have that option. So let's what he mulligans. He has... Oh wow, he kept everything. He's most likely going to be a warrior. So it's going to be interesting to see how we do against that. Noyatron's going to be excellent, especially with the buff. But we're probably going to do these two. Turn 2, turn 3 with the buff on most likely this. It depends on what my opponent does. Alright, he hasn't done anything. We're not going to put this down, so we're going to do that. Noyatron's annoying. And Pirate Warrior's not as strong as it used to be after the nerfs, but it's still a very good deck. Well, especially with something like that, there's nothing I can do with that. Oh man.
You are the Shadow's puppets.
It is going to be a beefy minion. Unfortunately, it's going to take both minions to kill it. That shield's going to do some work. Well, maybe. The good thing is my Shadow Senate will be able to kill it. I still have no indication what kind of warrior this is. It's Pride Tempo. Oh, he's not going to trade, so that's kind of interesting. This is actually kind of good because it protects and I get a heal. Unfortunately, we can't kill that, so we're just gonna... We have to suicide that in, though. You know what? Screw it. We'll have him do it. It buffs up this, so that's kind of good. So my board's kind of strong. Even though that Divine Shield, I'll be able to deal with the minion later. Turn 5, we have the Fungalmancer, so... I could be punished, but he still has to get through those minions, and it's not going to be easy. And plus, with this buff, we should be able to deal with it pretty easily. There we are. Wow, okay. You're going all in unless you have an execute, but that's, yeah, that's what I thought.
I feel empty.
We have to buff to get rid of that, otherwise that's just going to get insane value. I hate doing this, but... Well, actually, maybe... Hold on, what does it do? Oh, no, we got to do that. He's one of those annoying... And plus it buffs that, so that's pretty good. I don't mind that. I don't get ultimate value from the Fungalmancer, but it's okay. Well, that's okay. No, it's not, because I don't know how I'm going to deal with that. Oh, what the doctor order. That's what I love about this deck. It just keeps your minions alive. Now, next turn, we don't have much. Anduin probably is going to not be played on curved. Oh, he's a patron. Oh, so that's going to be kind of difficult to deal with. This deck has no area effect, but all my minions are 3 attacks, so... Alright, so we're going to... He can obviously trade, but he's not going to be able to get any kind of growth off the minions. They're going to be a tough game. I don't think I'm going to win this one. It's going to be tough.
Ready to flee.
Wow. Okay. I don't know how patron is. You never see it anymore. Alright, he's smart. Too bad it's not... You know, this might be a perfect opportunity. No, he's going to have a difficult time dealing with this. We go face. Because this obviously trades into everything pretty evenly. Anduin, I don't know if when we're going to be able to chance to play Anduin.
Ready to flee.
Alright. I love this guy. Wow, look at that. Okay. He's low on cards. This is just going to go in. I don't want to give him any value, even though that's probably the best choice. Ah, screw it.
Overdrive.
Let's do that so he can't execute. We'll put this down. I'm assuming he has no brawls. I'm down to 12 health, though, so that is an issue. But I don't know how he's going to recover from this.
It's time for
Interesting, okay. That trade's there. Wow, okay. He does have a brawl. If that's the case, and that lives, I'm probably going to do this, because there's no other good opportunity. Well, is he going to have any big threats? He's so low on minions, though. So let's do this. I don't know, we'll chill. We'll do this. Let's just fill up the board. We could actually do this. No, he still has Grim Patron. I don't want to put anything down there that could be... And we're going to actually heal our face because we're getting a little low. He's down to 15.
I feel empty inside. Fight! Coast me to the bay. Everyone, get in here! Everyone, get in here!
Well, that's it for that. So we're doing this to get rid of this. We have to trade into everything because once he gets his combo down, he's all out. Now we can safely put down everything. Yeah. No cards, no combo, and we're what, 3-0 with this deck? We're doing actually better, I think, than the Mage. Alright. Okay, a small little break. I gotta get some drinks. Alright, we're back. It's not a bad start. Getting some ranks. And this weekend we'll probably grind a lot, or at least try to. But Eternal has a new set out, so I'm definitely going to play some Eternal. And I think Friday is going to be Fable Fortune Friday or Faria Friday, and then of course tomorrow is a King's game, so I'm not going to probably be streaming, but who knows. Alright, these aren't too bad. You kind of want one drops though, but let's mulligan that. We really want Cogmaster, maybe Clerics. Alright, it's not too bad. It's against a Druid. No idea. Druids tend to have that Malagos. So if it's that, it's going to be tough. Aggro. No surprise. Well, we could coin out so he could... if I put that down there, he's just going to trade into it or he's going to ignore it. It's hard to say. If I coin that out, we do have this because he's going to have to hero power and he's... I don't know if that's a good die. Hero power, he's still going to kill. Oh, man. Well, let's just do it, see what happens. We'll probably lose this. Aggro's going to be tough. This deck has no area effect. And we're way behind. That's pretty much GG. If he ignores it, we have a chance, but he's not going to. Alright. Wow, Living Roots. Yeah, we're not going to beat aggro. Alright, so we have this. We're going to coin this out. We got to get stuff on the board. Next turn, we do have the Chosen to buff in case we can any of the stuff survives.
The scourge will devour.
Well, that's pretty... Well, actually, no. If we could get the Scorpion, would be okay. Because he doesn't... Oh, man, we don't have it. We're going to do this because I'd rather him kill, and if the buff on anything will be really good. He's not going to allow this to stay, even though I do lose minions. I need the Scorpion as soon as possible, though. It'll kill this. Wow, he buffs that. Really? I wonder why not that. If he leaves the board alone, he could potentially be punished. Yeah, we have no way to make a comeback with a flooding, so he does trade. That's fine. We can buff this up, but it's not going to do much. Oh, talk about clutch. Unfortunately, we don't use the buff, but at least we can do this, and we're going to take the... You know, I know this is better, but we need to keep tempo. Heal it up. Next turn we have only a couple options. This game we don't have much in sense of card draw. Interesting. Is he going to trade into that? He probably will. It's smart on his part. That's a little bit too little, but too late. We don't have any other choice. We have to play that. We can buff it. So that's good. We also have that in a couple turns, but I don't anticipate we're going to last that long. He's low on resources, so that's good. But yeah, our start wasn't probably the best for this. We needed our Scorpions. That would have made a huge difference. But at least he's kind of respecting the board, so... But we're falling way too far behind. But he's... Oh, yeah, that's GG. There's no way we can take... no way we can do anything. We could buff, but it's a little bit too late. I mean, it's not lethal, but you can't do Savage Roar, but... There's no way we can win. This deck doesn't have area effects, so it is GG.
It is finished. You win.
So what's that? 3-1 or 4-1, something like that? Not too bad. All right, let's go to the next one. You know, I don't want. No, let's look at something before we do that. Geez, hasn't really done much at all. Card draw's been an issue only once, and I think it was that last game, but... Well, the deck's still doing good, so let's just keep it for now. So it's pretty good compared to the mage one did well. This one's doing well. Against a deck like a druid that floods easily without any area effect, and you're behind on board, you're not gonna win. This deck has to be ahead to win. So okay, Paladin's gonna be aggro too, so it's gonna be tough. So this deck might have really good matchups against other mid-range and stuff like that, but real bad matchups against... we have coins, so we're keeping the shield, and we're keeping that. We still want... Oh, Cleric's good. Anduin's not that good. We'll see. If Anduin doesn't work out, we could drop him for another threat. But he is a way of trying to stabilize when things get a little bit too out of control. But, okay, he only... He mulliganed one card, so that's not good. We'll probably put down the cleric. We're not gonna do coin unless he... Alright, that's actually gonna be good. Well, that's actually cool too.
Is someone injured?
He could... Is there any way to buff? Could he buff it? Let's see. He could do a... He doesn't have coins, so he can't do a weapon, right? I want to just see if I could get punished. Let's play it safe. Oh, that's actually really good. I just want the cleric to live so I could get some card draw potentially.
Reporting for duty.
Well, we're obviously going to pop the thing. We're not going to...
Right away.
You could obviously kill it, but this is just so good.
You are the Shadow's puppet.
Now it should be able to protect, and he's going to most likely kill this rather than her. Get some more card draw potential. That's what I thought. Oh, he goes after the cleric. Interesting. But it clears his board, so I'm happy with that. Everything's going to be killed by that, but we're not going to put 2 of the warp. We're just going to do this. Hopefully it buffs this. I prefer this. Well, okay, that's not bad. What's good about this is he'll be able to ping his little warrior, little dude, so that's not too bad. Call arms. So he is some kind of divine shield paladin, so... Velen's Chosen's so good here. Actually, I could heal to get proc, but I don't know if that's a good idea, though. This is just too good.
Powering up. Portals online. Engage.
If he has another weapon, he's going to get a lot of value, though. I don't know if we could win this one, though. It's going to be tough, especially with Tyrion. We have no... Well, we have Anduin down to Tyrion.
Which path to choose?
We have to pop the shields unless he pops... Alright, well, I don't have any spells anymore, so I ain't going to help you, dude. But you don't know that. I'm going to go face, huh? Okay, we're going to definitely do this. We kind of have to trade here. We're not in a position to, we're not in the position to, go face.
Back to your homes.
Oh my god. Sometimes you hate wild. I think that's better actually. Unfortunately, well, we're gonna have to kill that as well. We could actually just go face, but kind of want to heal this to protect this. But we can't leave the 5-drop on there. We need to protect our minions. Is he a dude paladin? Some sort? Oh, no, that's GG. There's now we're done. There's no way we could recover from this. We're way behind this deck. I mean, we could try, but the only way this deck survives is by being ahead. I'll just get a minion on board. But anyway, that's it. So, obviously, the paladin's going to be an issue. But yeah, we're pretty much done. There's no other way we can... We're just able to...
No more take candles.
Maybe this deck needs some kind of area effect, but it's not really meant to be like that. If it falls behind, it's kind of like Zoo. There's just no way to come back.
It is finished.
Alright, so 2 losses in a row. That's not great, but still having a positive win rate's always good. Let's try again. This deck might need refinements. Who knows? Thing is, any kind of flood deck, it's gonna fall like aggro, paladins, stuff like that. It's gonna fall like any control paladin does usually a pretty good job. Maybe you could get rid of G's for a it's probably gonna be another patron warrior.
Elune give me strength.
Alright, we're definitely keeping Noitron. Let's try to get our 1-drops. Okay, Cleric's good. Scorpion's really good. Shadow Ascendant can win games. Alright, we have a good starting.
Is someone injured?
I think much better than the last game. No more. He doesn't have coin, so he can't coin out the Warhammer. That's fine. We're going to put down the Shadow Ascendant, and most likely he'll die, but... If we had shield, we'd protect it, but 2/4 clerics can be kind of difficult for him to deal with. If the minions survive, the Noitron is going to protect them. Then we could coin out the... Okay, so he doesn't have an answer. That's really good. We'll be able to coin that out, hopefully. Okay, Shadow Wind's not that great here. We're going to do that to protect. We do float a mana, but that's fine. Alright, that's not too bad. I kind of would have preferred the Cleric, but that's fine. We'll most likely coin out the Repair Bot to give our Noitron a little bit. Okay, he's going to use Execute. Well, he's... Okay, good. So he doesn't kill that. That's fine. Actually, you know what? We're probably going to chill. Let's get some value out of the... When a friendly minion die... He's such a bad minion, though. This is just so far ahead. But we have a lot to play until then, so let's use it. He's obviously a control warrior. That's bad. If it was a 3-drop, it'd be perfect. This protects him a little bit better, but kind of would be nice to keep him alive. Now, let's do that. That way we have a little bit of a better board. We can't trade in, so we're going to wait. You can't get through Anoyatron as easy. This is probably an ends off, so it's going to be a very tough match. I don't think we have what it needs to go, but we'll see. Oh, this would be good to ping. Shadow Boxer, so we have a couple of those. We're not going to do G's, we're going to do this. There is Brawl, though, but we play around that?
Beatings available.
No, we don't. Dirty rat. Oh, that's the best. Actually, I would have preferred him. It would have been a big threat he had to deal with. And here comes the Brawl. Oh no, okay. Yeah, I see. When we lose board, it's just very tough to deal with. Plus that. Yeah. So we had a great start to the...
Can I help you, sir?
I know we don't get value, but at least... Ooh, we'll do another one of those. Job done. Yeah, so we're not going to deal with it. We'll be able to deal with it. He's getting low on resources, but... these kind of decks are just too tough for us to deal with. But this is going to be good if you can't kill it. We might have to play Anduin. That gives two, so that's 5. Still not enough, but we're going to do this. Nah, we're not going to give him a free trade. We'll wait, because we could do this and it could clear a bunch of stuff. You know, obviously an execute. We're not going to win this. It's just going to be too tough.
Let the pain speak to me.
Maybe this isn't a good deck. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, we're just going to put a big threat on board. Because there's no other thing. We're not going to trade into that. Was that my shadow reroll? Oh no, it isn't. It was. I have another one in the deck. Yeah.
Special. Strong and shiny.
Yeah, about this. Control Warriors, tough. All right, so we're definitely doing that.
Offline. Harvesting servos engaged.
We're not going to trade into that, so... we're pretty much done, though. He's way ahead of us, even though he doesn't have really threats, but everything I put down he just removes. Well, I guess we're going to play Anduin. I don't anticipating. Well, he's gonna have big rune stuff, but at least we can be able to start pinging some of this garbage away. Yeah, so much for 3 wins or 4 wins, 3 losses. So it is what it is. Okay, at least we could get rid of that. So that's kind of nice. Even though we probably want to do this. Yeah, this board has to be ahead, and if it's not going to win. Why do people play the freaking ridiculous decks like this? Serious, dude? Actually, that was a mistake. I should have pinged first. That's fine. We're going to buff this up. It doesn't really matter. I wouldn't have enough mana anyways.
I ain't talking. I can fix
Yeah, he's just been way too good on everything, right? He removes all my threats. We haven't been able to sustain tempo. He uses execute on that, right? Well, that's bad because I have no minion to buff this with, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to get one because this is a very... Drake's good. But yeah, but we're done. I want to ping that so the next turn we can get it. It doesn't have lethal, but we don't have healing. Yeah, but we're down to 6 health. There's no way. Yeah, that's GG. I mean, we could have saved Anduin for a I wanted to get that, or we could have technically waited, I guess. Hold on. Yeah, we've lost. There's no way we can win this one. Well, and chosen, not too bad, I suppose, but
Darkness will consume you. No.
alright.
Your victory
Bad lot,
is
but
nothing.
I shouldn't have banned him, but that's frustrating when you start losing some games. Who plays garbage Control Warrior? Oh, Rogue, great. So it'll be Mill most likely, so that sucks. The good thing is I don't have to worry about card draw. Against Rogue, though, the Scorpio will be nice, so we'll keep that. And the Cleric. G's be okay. This deck's very similar to kind of like a Shaman thing, where you have to be ahead on board. Once you lose board, stuff like that, you just fall, and you're not gonna. There's no recovery for it. I don't know if Anduin's a good addition, but we'll see. He's there for late game stuff, but I think I would have been able to last longer if I didn't play him, and I would have been able to deal with that 6/9. But oh, that's good. You know what? We could actually coin out this so he can't bounce that back. Otherwise, I would have waited because I would have preferred the Cleric out to get healing, but I don't want him to get a lot of value. I don't know what kind of deck he has. Even though I kind of don't really care for that play, but...
Hey, you want to buy a funnel cake?
Well, we can't deal with that, so we do this. We're going to put both Clerics out, so it gives him some stuff he has to deal with. Next turn we could deal with it. Hopefully get some card draw. Kind of think of it, I think it was a mistake doing that. So he trades into that, that's fine. We don't get the ultimate card draw, but we still get something. We're going to do that to protect the minion, so we don't lose it. Okay, we could have done it a little bit differently. I don't mind the Cleric dying, but I'd rather keep the mech out for synergy for the A3 or the heal bot. So we had a really good start. We had, what, 2-3 losses in a row, so that kind of sucks, but you can't win them all. And then later in the week, we're definitely going to be doing Warlock grinds. Those Demon Lock decks are going to be cool. Okay, I don't know what kind of deck this is. He's not Mill because he wouldn't be filling up his hand. Maybe Miracle? I don't know. Do Miracle use, or is this... What's those theft rogues they used to kind of do? Oh, that's going to be good for next turn. So we're going to do this. Let's see what we get. Value.
Right away.
So we're ahead, but rogues can be really, really tricky. Next turn we'll probably use the Fungalmancer. We'll buff up the Cleric. We'll buff up the Gorilla Bot. Or we could do the heal, the Repair Bot to get a threat on board. A lot of options.
Welcome to the exhibit.
Oh, I haven't seen that for a while.
Quickly.
Oh, Chosen's actually really good too. Well, let's put a threat. Do I really care about card draw at this point?
Right
no.
away.
Oh, we got just everything goes face. He's far behind. I mean, 1-2's what is he going to do with that? Bounce it back for more, I guess. But I wouldn't do it. He has 9 cards in hand, so he potentially has a lot of threats. I have a lot of buffs, so I could do the Mancer. I could do Velen's Chosen. So yeah, we'll see what my opponent does. This is a real fun deck. All the mech decks I've been playing has been really good. Real fun. I'm gonna have to grind to see if the Jeeves is even worth keeping. There's games where he really helps. There's other games like this where he just is dead cards. So we'll see. I don't know. My opponent is either deep in thought or he's rage quit, or I mean it's kind of a daunting board. But okay, well. Oh wow, I wasn't expecting to vanish, but it is what it is, right? Alright, so we lost a lot. That sucks. We're going to put down that. Let's see what else we have. Ah, man. Let's just put down... We're not going to get any buffs, but that's fine. I'd rather get something on board hard to deal with. We'll buff up... we got to empty our hand now. If he has another... He can't mill himself this bad, though, so I don't think he's a mill deck. He could be, though. Alright, that's actually really, really suck. Interesting, but we need to... Let's do this. We're just going to put stuff on board to see if he can deal with it. I don't want to flood because he could have another vanish.
Mushroom power!
Right away.
Get some nice stuff. He's obviously going to trade. He's at 17 health. We could buff up anything that survives. Next, the Foe Reaper is going to be kind of good, even though it's going to die. Should have maybe flooded a little bit more, but I don't want to fill up my cards with the Gorilla Bots. This RNG that you got with this is just going to be very difficult to deal with. If I get Anduin, obviously I'm going to use it to get rid of it, but he's at 10 cards, so I don't know. That vanish was pretty devastating. I lost a lot of good buffs.
Think.
And hopefully this is going to act as a soft taunt. I'll be able to deal with this next turn. Alright, so he's some kind of Death Knight. Inzoth. So we're gonna have to be careful here.
Quickly.
So many wonderful poisons.
God. Alright, so he does trade. We have to deal with that, though. Is there any way that we could buff her up, and we're going to do that? If he bounces her back, though, that's going to be so bad. Let's do this as well. He has low minions, so let's do...
Right away.
Oh, wait. We could actually heal myself, but what are the chances of it hitting him? I mean, we could do that, right? But I want the cleric to get a little bit better health. So we're going to do that. Hopefully this will hit the... Alright. We got a 5-5 on board. And unfortunately, my hand's full, so if another vanish is just going to be so devastating, I can't... Oh, well, that's bad. And I still don't know what kind of rogue he is. Ah, man, we were so ahead, but that vanish just reset the game in his favor. Wow, he's gonna... Why would he do that, dude? You have a way to deal with a cleric? Can't backstab. Oh, I guess Eviscerate would do it. We don't need card draw, so we'll just suicide her in if she survives. God, what kind of... Malagos, maybe? He has no indication. Oh, okay, the hero power. Another, again, RNG that wins games.
Quickly.
Yeah, that's pretty much GG. I can't come back from this. The only way is Anduin. If it... No, don't get Anduin. Alright, so... No, that's not gonna be enough.
My hand is full.
Well, that's good. Okay, so he's some kind of death rattle rogue of some sort, probably. Enzoth's probably going to come down now. There's no way I could deal with a 5-7. So it's probably it. Yeah. This helped in his vanish, and then what else? All the other priest class spells he got that just helped him win this game. And look at his hand too. He's been hoarding all his cards. So who knows what nasties are going to come down right now? Well, that's not that threatening, but it is. And longer this game. Why would you do it in that order, dude? Oh, he doesn't want to get the. Doesn't want to get the death rattle flood his hand. Right. Yeah, the memes are real. And that's some kind of deck someone was playing. Well, at least we could deal with that, but it's just going to come back. And then... Alright. Yeah, it's one thing about it. This deck, you fall far behind, you're never going to ever get... well, that's just going to come back, so... We need to buff this up to kill this, but there's no way we're going to... Last stream, though, this guy came in, right? We will see him. He was kicking ass. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it this time, though. This rogue has just been nothing but the nuisance the whole game. And we were doing so well. That vanish just won him the game. Or at least reset it big time. Since then, I haven't been able to recover. Yeah. Well, at least we could get rid of that, though. We were easy. And he's gonna get 2 emperors? Yeah. Sometimes you gotta love wild. Tell you one thing though, if I get Anduin, I do reset the board. So there is that, but other than that, he's just getting so many emperor procs. That's why I put Anduin in the deck, because it's situations like this. One card could reset everything and I'll be able to retake the board, but if I don't get it, plus these Emperor, he's just going to flood it. There's no way I'm going to... Yeah, that's pretty much GG.
Hurry up! Portals online!
Yeah.
Behold the magnificent aerial command! Your shadow!
He's not going to allow it to win, but at least he'll be... I should just quit. There's no way I could win this game. He's just going to flood the board. Yeah, one move vanish and then his awesome area RNG getting good stuff. Alright. I don't know why I'm even continuing, but I'm just kind of curious to see what stuff he's going to flood the board with. Yeah, like last stream, he went off. It was pretty awesome. Yeah. Now, why are you trading, man? Just go face. Well, no, because that minion could give him could give me potential lethal. Well, I'm waiting for Anduin, but oh yeah, look, beautiful, beautiful.
Swiftly.
Wow, the greed with this dude. Wouldn't you have picked a better minion? Alright, Anduin, please, so I can at least make it interesting. No.
It is finished.
Alright.
You win.
So 3 losses in a row after an awesome start. Not good. We were almost rank 17, but what can we do? Bad night. So overall, this deck did not perform as well as the Mech, but that's because the Mage has a lot more removal options. So we might have to refine this. Maybe some deaths, maybe some spells are not so heavy into minion-based deck. Who knows? Anyways, guys, I'm going to end the stream there. I appreciate the people who are watching. There's about 5 folks or so. And, yeah. Tomorrow is a Kings game, so if I do stream, it'll be really, really late. And I appreciate everyone stopping by. Take care and have a good evening, everyone. Bye.